clicked twice.
Hello.
What's up, Siegfried?
Oh, you know, just chilling out.
Is there a Terran plane? Because if he's not Terran, they're not Terran. I'm gonna be painfully lost.
They're gonna play in the EU because they're both European.
Oh. Okay, so let me get on EU.
Yeah.
Just tell me a channel to join.
Just do / join OSC.
Sorry, can you say that again?
Oh, OSC.
OSC. I'm here.
Okay, one second.
Wait, we're casting Bly against...
Yeah, against Papi. I don't know who that is.
Oh. What is this for?
It's for the OSC Melee.
Oh. Are you...
I just got in. One sec.
Oh. Oh boy, I think this is ZVP or a ZVZ.
Let's see. What does it say on Mic? It says he's a Protoss.
Oh, this is ZVP. How did you get involved in this?
One sec.
Signed up?
So, Coltaren often asks me, "Are you CMHL?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy, I don't know anything about ZVP anymore, or ever. So.
That's okay.
I don't think you do either.
No.
I have absolutely no idea what the meta is. To be honest. Is it not going to be on TL? Like featured?
Probably not. I don't have my stream link linked there, and I don't know how
Okay.
to link it to my account.
You just make an account, but then it to be featured, it's like a different thing.
Yeah. I know Poppy's a Polish player, but I've literally never heard of him before today.
No, he's been around for a while. They're both like obviously GM players.
Yeah, he's like 5.7, I think. But anyways, up in the top left we have Bly. Bottom left we have Papi.
Hoping to see some good Bly cheese. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's
Why
always
we all
something to look forward to.
He's going to hatch first though. So
You can still do plenty off of a hatch first. Bly will find a way.
Do you know if like Nidus is still viable in this iteration? Like,
I think it's still like somewhat good. I don't think it's like nearly as good as before, just because like there's what it's like a 14-second cooldown now between Niduses or something like that, or I don't know what it exactly is, but it's you can't just like spam them consistently, I believe.
oh yeah, I mean that's the big thing. Sure. He's going to pull first.
Looks like Poppy is
Poppy doesn't want to deal with it, so he's also going core first. I'm not really sure if it's necessary, even if you know you're playing against someone cheesy to do this. He hasn't scouted, which I think. Oh, he's going double gate. I see.
Yeah. I'm not sure like how well this does. I mean, I've seen people do this before in ZVP, but this feels like it's definitely safe, but I think it's overkill.
I feel like
sometimes.
he's gonna scout it and just take a third and just play standard. And he went pull first, so he's fine. He doesn't have to move these lings across the map, and these adepts aren't gonna do anything. You can take a free third.
Yeah, and that Overlord will see like everything just before.
So I don't know if this is the right. I'm not sure if this is the right move, but I don't play Bly on the ladder. I'm sure Poppy plays him all the time, so
Yeah, that's a good point. This is probably informed by past ladder games.
Yeah. So I think he sees it now and he sees the double adept. Is he just gonna run him in? Guess so. I like it.
Yeah, I guess if you can get them through, like, this forces the adepts to stay home.
But I wonder how many probe kills you can get. I feel like if Poppy micros his probes well, that he won't get much done. Let's see how much.
Ooh, one down, I think. Oh no, it just got into the geyser just in time.
So I think he's not gonna get anything. As long as he micros that red probe and he's got 2 adepts out, so.
Damn. This is some top level European play.
Whoa.
Even that, that shade at just the right moment. That was amazing.
So over here we have a roach word coming up for Bly.
It's a lot of roaches.
Very little gas. He's making what? 5 roaches? I think he's just gonna.
It's not a lot of drones.
No, he seems pretty content with just all-inning off this. His adapts are just gonna get in pretty much to his natural just as the roaches come out, and then Stargate's just popping up, so I think I feel like he should be okay if he just pops 2 shield batteries down. He's about to have warp gate. He'll have warp gate by the time that the roaches get there. So I feel like he should be okay with this, and yeah, I'm not sure how much he's gonna get done. So I'm curious to see if Bly just is gonna start droning. He doesn't even have the second queen, so I feel like he has to commit to this.
Yeah, like there's no way he survives if he doesn't kill him here. And I really like the additional gateway into wall too, to just like make sure he doesn't get through.
I feel like it's gonna be really hard. Poppy also did a really smart thing. He canceled the Stargate because he realized that he probably doesn't have enough money.
Yeah, that's a good point. Even if he were to get like 1 void ray out, like it's not gonna stop anything. By the time that gets through, he's either dead or alive.
First gateway goes down, which is kind of annoying for him, but I feel like he does need it. Yeah, he just starts the robo now. I feel like he could have done that maybe a little earlier, but I think he was short in intervals. But I think really right now his goal is to just get an immortal up, and then. Yeah, I'm not sure.
He's banging a decent amount of units behind the wall. Like, maybe if he takes a good fight, he can.
That's a lot of stalkers,
okay.
though.
Yeah.
He's about to lose. He loses core right now, and
accidentally hits the
barrel in. I think he might have it. His shield batteries are out of energy.
Yeah, it's really like hard to tell sometimes in fights like these. Like sometimes like the shield batteries will heal just enough that nothing gets through, but it looks like Bly finds the hole in the wall here.
Yeah, I think he had a lot of stalkers there, so once the Ling's gone on top, so he did a really good thing where it seemed like kind of a bad attack where he was attacking the choke, but then he threw in a bunch of biles and it forced the stalkers to move out of the way, and then he forced his Lings in. Not bad for Bly taking game 1. This is a best of 3.
Yeah.
Best of 3, so.
Whoops.
I am excited to see how Poppy's going to adjust. I think, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not a good player, and I'm definitely not a good Protoss player. I'm not sure if going double gate like that is a good idea against someone that plays aggressive. Because I felt like his tech was just so late. Maybe it would have been the same. No, I felt like his tech would have been earlier, but we'll see how he adjusts.
I sent you an invite. Did you get that?
No.
Can you join off me?
No, add me as a friend first.
Okay.
Yeah, now I can. Yeah, you start whenever. Going to game 2, World of Sleepers. A lot bigger of a map.
I feel like, yeah, too, like for Zerg, I feel like this isn't as good of a map. Just overall.
It's a pretty big map, so I think Zerg's okay with it. Curious to see what Bly is on his mind and what Poppy will try to do to counteract it. I wonder if he'll go for 2-gate again. I didn't really feel like it did much. Yeah, up in the top right, you should do your introductions, Cole, because you're observing.
Sorry. Yeah, top right, we got a Poppy in the red. Bottom left, we have Bly in the blue. It's going for a 14 pool.
I love it, Bly. I love it. Do you know what a 14 pool does in CVP?
I've always kind of seen it as the Zerg goes for this, and they try to cancel the Nexus from going up. Or like they try to force the Protoss to stay in their base, and then they can just kind of do whatever behind it.
So he's proxying this somewhere. He's proxy hatching. I think. I don't think this is for scouting. That doesn't really seem to make any sense to me.
No, it's kind of going on like a weird path for scouting as well. He might just be.
Well, he wanted to avoid the probe scout.
Yeah.
Then I don't think he's. Yeah. So Poppy, I don't think. Poppy is going for Nexus. He's going for Gate Nexus, I think. Just super standard. He goes for the pylon block, which is actually.
Yeah, that's not really what he wants to do here.
Yeah, I think he's about to cancel it.
Especially with Bly going for the proxy hatch.
So he's going for a patch block, which is interesting.
I like how he does it in the wall. I think this is actually really cute.
I don't watch enough Bly games, so I don't actually know a lot of. I'm not really familiar with a lot of cheeses, but it's interesting. I don't really know what's gonna happen and what you're supposed to do against this. I felt like he should have canceled that pylon, though. I'm not sure.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like he needs all the resources he can get to wall himself in here.
Because I feel like if he,
because like Bly can just cancel this hatchery if he wants, and then like get his way into the wall.
So he's got 6 slings. He's gonna cancel and get into the zealot. Oh.
Yeah, and like that's a really good surround from Bly there. Oh, he tries to recall it, but I don't think
the game is just over.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty sure the game is just over.
Really, he's trying to get a cannon.
Is not gonna finish. The zealot is just not gonna do anything. He's about to. Yeah, I think the game is just over here.
Yeah, he's gonna lose power on that pylon. Like, there's nothing he can do here. He kind of like half-ass committed here too with like he set the probes down and then like didn't really do much. Damn. Bly.
Love it, Bly. So
Alright. I'm gonna switch back to NA to see how the rest of the games are going.
So it was interesting 2 games. To me, it felt like Bly knew exactly what he was doing, and Poppy didn't really seem. He was kind of freeballing it. I do think there's always an advantage to the aggressor in these kind of situations, though. Because Bly's probably done that a million times, but Poppy probably. There's not many Zergs that probably use strategies like that, but I'm not sure. I think he had a bad read on the situation. I felt like he thought it was gonna be a little less committed, and then he lost his zealot and did not look too good.
Alright, I'm just gonna see like what's going on with the other matches here. I know Vindicta versus Star Vanya is going on. Or I guess it's just Vanya Star's decline.
I'll stick around for another one. That was a lot faster than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we should have expected as much. It is Bly.
I mean, Bly has a lot of all-ins. Some of them hit later than others, so.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, so I'm gonna grant a walk over here for Asuna because I haven't seen
Sorry, what was that?
I'm gonna grant a walkover for Asuna here versus B because I haven't seen B in chat for a while, and Asuna was looking for him like before we even started casting.
Oh, okay. You don't tell me that, man. You're the one in charge.
Yeah. So I'll have to wait till Vindicta and Vanya are done.
Okay.
I'm really interested to see how the fuck Vindicta lost to Skylar's Protoss.
She just got all in and wasn't paying attention.
I feel like Skylar would make a better Protoss.
You have to react pretty quickly when you see it. If you didn't scout it immediately, and sometimes you just die.
Let's see. Oh, it looks like Vindicta won versus
Alright.
Vanya 2-0. Impressive. This will be good, because at least we'll know what the hell is going on, since Vindicta's a Terran player.
Damn, there's no one watching because you didn't put it on TL, dude.
Yeah, I know. I should figure out how to get my stream like promoted on there.
I mean, anyone can have it. It's just like if you want it featured, that's when you need to do something. Like you need to be notable or have a certain number of viewers.
Which I have neither, so that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, but you can definitely have it up show on the live event. I'm pretty sure. If you just need to make a TL account and then link it. I'm pretty sure you can have it linked up to the events. You just won't be featured, if you know what I mean. Like you won't be on the sidebar. You'll have to like click the show non-featured section. Yeah. Because I mean, there's a lot of like community casters that you always like see up on those things, but aren't featured on TL.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of nice, like, casting to just, like, a couple people sometimes. I know, when I was casting WESG last year, we casted, like, this one game, me and, Laughing Games, between, like, some South American, like, qualifiers.
Yep.
And, I just, like, checked the viewer count at one point, and there was, like, 800 people watching, and it was just, like, holy crap. I was, like, eating, like, in between the sets because like I didn't have time to eat dinner before then, and so I was just eating like a bunch of rice, and I literally started choking at one point just because like I don't know, I just got nervous.
So who do you think we're gonna cast next?
That's good.
Probably OSC versus Vindicta, right?
Yeah,
it's good TVP.
Yeah, I don't know how good Asuna is. Like I know of him. He's a Chinese player, I believe.
Vindicta should be the MMR wise should be the clear sorry. The word's escaping me right now, but he should be favored. Who knows what could happen though? It's an online tournament.
Yeah.
And he did lose to Skylar's Protoss already, so.
Skylar must have a very powerful Protoss.
Hell yeah, dude. So we'll see. I kind of expect Vindicta just to 2-0 soon, but I think anything could happen in these online tournaments. So are they doing their vetoes right now, or what's going on?
I presume so. No, they just got a game of it. I just messaged him. I'm like, you guys done yet or what? If you can join with me. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Alright, getting right into it.
Yep, and what do we got? Zen. Oh, it's this map. I'm not really a big fan of this map. I don't really know who favors who.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird map, especially like the how the minerals are with the natural.
I don't think that plays too big of a role in TvP.
Yeah,
We'll
it is.
see. I haven't played much this season, so
I do think it is a good. They just like had a natural setup with kind of like the two entrances, even though like there's not a huge amount of space at the natural. I still think it gives you enough space that if you're the Terran player looking to like maneuver, around like
it's a big and open map, which I always like playing as a Terran player though. I just like having more space against Protoss.
Yeah, you can just kind of like, you know, pressure them at multiple locations. It's kind of nice, especially if they happen to mine the minerals. But anyways, the top right got in the purple, it is Asuna. And bottom left in the blue, it is Vindicta.
Any special builds you want Vindicta to do?
I hope he does the Tamoris classic 4-ax SCV all-in.
Yeah. 4-ax SCV all-in. Yeah. So, I mean, everything looks standard. We got a probe scout after the gateway. We have barracks gas and also a slightly earlier 17 scout.
Yeah, I think the 17 scout's fine in TvP. Lets you
I think it's fine. I think
check for the core first.
I think 18 is probably fine too.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he feels confident in this matchup and he just wants to stay safe. So he's gonna go 8 Nexus. And we're probably gonna see CC from Vindicta in just 20 seconds or so. See if Asuna manages to block the CC for a very long time.
That's always super annoying when you're trying to take your natural.
Yeah, it is really annoying. I thought he would have kept the second SCV down there to just get rid of it for more, but he's only about maybe going to be 100 minerals behind when he gets this down. Yeah, so
yeah, not horrible.
It's not too bad. The other SCV is going to go up and build the supply depot, and then probably going to see a factory, or maybe is he going to a reactor? No, he's going to go green.
Oh, little proxy pylon here. I think he's going to do anything interesting with this.
I think he just made a stalker, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, this seems like kind of weird. You'd think like you'd want the adept for if he's going to proxy anything.
Stargate, maybe. No, I think it could be a
like
robo. Is it a robo? No, it's a Stargate. So usually you don't like. His Stargate is kind of late, but I guess it makes up for the fact that the proxy is so close. Doesn't really get a good scout off with the Reaper. I don't even think he saw the second pylon. Maybe he did. No, he doesn't see any pylon, so he doesn't know what's going on at all. So this Stargate could do a lot of damage. He's building a bunker out of respect for the Stalker, and not really knowing anything. Not knowing what the Protoss is up to, I mean. And now he's got a good scout. Stalker was a little out of position. It went down the ramp. So he's going to see everything. He's going to know it's a proxy, 100%.
Yeah,
but he sees 2 Stalkers. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say like when you see the 2 Stalkers, like I feel like that doesn't really scream like Stargate to the Terran player.
Yeah, but he will have a Widow Mine. It just depends on how he places this Widow Mine. I think He's going to the natural, so.
Do you think he's just going to fly
the
the Oracle
Stargate?
into
And the
the
Stargate is actually, the Stargate is actually rallied. Oh, he's actually putting it. It's going to get one of these stalkers. Oh no, it's not. So this Oracle is probably going to do a lot of damage. It really depends. The second Widowmine's coming out right now. It's got a bunker, which is really good. So, Asuna.
Oh god, I feel like this could have went off so much better. Like he just.
Yeah, so he's gonna lose both these stalkers, and this Oracle's not gonna do anything. It's gonna be forced home. It's too low, and it's out of energy. So, I believe Vindicta really managed to catch a bullet here. He's also got the Reaper in his natural. It dies. I don't think it got a kill. No, I think it did get a kill. And actually,
No.
Asuna didn't get a single kill with that. So.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Like I feel like if that Oracle goes into the main, like he gets so many SCVs up there, but like just not lucky enough for that to happen, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think he should have tried to march the stalkers in. I think he should have poked, put it back, and then tried to run the Oracle into the main.
Yeah, especially after he's seen the bunker. Like I feel like there was a lot of time for him to change that decision, but he
had 6 Marines there, so I don't think he was going to do anything with it. But yeah, so Vindicta taking a 3rd CC, which is really good. Asuna's is a little faster, but he doesn't have any tech. He's now building a Twilight. He lost his Stargate, and his Forge is going down now. Being a little annoying with the Oracles, but I don't think they're really going to do anything. Ooh, he's going to lose. Oh, no, hit the Phoenix.
Got lucky this time.
Yeah. So Vindicta definitely in a really good position right now. And really the next thing to see is whether or not Asuna is going to be able to hold the stim timing that comes out of Vindicta.
I like how Vindicta continues to drop even though he sees that he has a Phoenix out.
So he's only got 1 Phoenix and he knows it's low, so I think maybe he's okay with it. And he did kind of he did manage to get it through. So this could do a lot of damage. I don't think Asuna's prepared for it at all.
Yeah, Liberator in the natural and the drop coming into the main. While meanwhile,
so we're about to see a lot of probes going on. Meanwhile, we do have quite a lot of drones going down for Vindicta. I mean, sorry, SCVs, but I think he's doing a lot more damage on his side.
Yeah, that Liberator got 6 probes and 1 stalker.
6 kills, and he's still not mining from his main.
Even getting a sentry there, and that medevac should get out.
Yeah, I don't think the Phoenix, even if the Phoenix comes back, can't really stop this.
Yeah. He did get some SCVs on the other side of the map, though, while all that was going on. I don't know. He gets 7 in total this game, so I don't know if that evens that out. But this is also really annoying when you're the Protoss player, like, to have people just pick away your buildings at the corner like this.
I mean, but this is kind of the slight downside of being able to wall off the Reaper.
Yeah,
I mean, it really only happens when you're behind like this.
And Vindicta's looking in a pretty good spot, I'd have to say.
Yeah, he's gonna have 1-1 before Asuna does. Asuna now putting down his gateways, going up to saturating his 3rd base. Vindicta's taking his 3rd base as well. I think really the main issue here is just the fact that Asuna's got what, like 6 Blink Stalkers and 3 Sentries. He'll have +1, and yeah, that'll be it against Symbio. And,
yeah, and there's quite a big army here. I feel like if Vindicta wasn't to do anything here, he'd be pretty far behind. But I mean, he's gonna hit the classic.
Using those 2 Widow Mines though, quite of a big deal. His army's actually really disjointed, and if he was a little more active with his Blink Stalkers, I think he could have probably picked it off. The drop in the main is going to do quite a lot of damage. Take out these 3 Stalkers. He still has something going towards his 3rd. Asuna knows it, and so he's kept his army at his natural in his 3rd.
Yeah, and this Bioforce isn't big enough to fight all this. He did get a decent amount of damage done in the main, so I think like overall this was worth it.
No, for sure. He took out quite a lot of army in the main. Traded quite well with Stalkers, took out the Stargate units, and so I think Asuna, just with the next attack, if he F2A moves, is probably going to take this. I'm sorry, I meant to say Vindicta.
Yeah. But he killed the natural.
I'm not sure. I think it was a Widow Mine.
No.
Like a deactivated one, so.
Oh, okay. Double chop committed on the map here. Vindicta knows that there's nothing really to threaten these. I think this is a hard map too to kind of like patrol your stalkers around on.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, he just knows that he has to keep throwing units at him in multiple places. He knows he's ahead. He's up in upgrades, although that is about to even out. And just as soon as he's so behind on tech, he just doesn't have a very good army. And
yeah, really nice drops here. The one coming into the main is going to get a lot done here.
I mean, the one coming in the main actually has stalkers in place, so he's going to lose this, I think. I think it's still going to trade decently well. Now that he's warped in a few zealots, but he's managed to take out the fourth. He's still warping into stalkers, which I think he just really doesn't want to be doing right now.
Yeah, especially when you're in a situation where you're behind like this. Like, yeah. I think like it just keeps you behind.
And now he's going into Liberators. He's getting his Ghost Academy. No fourth base yet, which is interesting. But I think he should be fine. I think he's already up 30 supply. He's up in income, up in army, so.
Yeah. Ghost Academy in the way as well.
Any longer.
Looks like he's going to use all these Liberators for harassment. Not going to keep him with the army. Looks like he's just...
I mean, I think at this point, as long as he just keeps doing multi-prong and he doesn't take too bad of a trade, that he'll just slowly win this out by just being so far ahead.
Yeah. Some Liberators in the main here getting some probes.
Yep. He's pulling back.
Got more coming in towards the natural. And then he has his bio army out in the map here. Just trying to keep the units of Asuna tied up somewhere.
Out, but he's going to lose his Archon. A little sloppy coming from Asuna.
And he hasn't been able to deal with any of these Liberators. Like, especially the fact that it's two Liberators at each location.
I think Asuna's just falling apart a little bit right now.
Yeah. This is really well timed out here from Vindicta.
I'm curious to just like know why he doesn't just group everything together though. I feel like if he had these 3 Liberators with his army, he might have been able to just punch through, but he is being forced to just warp stalkers all over his main natural, and I'm pretty sure that's not what he wants to do. His army is very strange right now. It's mainly stalker. He has charge, it's mainly stalkers and immortals.
Yeah, the upgrades aren't exactly spectacular here for Asuna either, which makes it really hard to play this gateway style. These immortals really like the only thing keeping him in the game, I feel. Yeah.
Well, I think he's going to do that now. He's just going to group everything together. He's got the ghost now. He's going to EMP everything, and I think you're just going to see all this Protoss army melt.
Unless... no, never mind. Yeah, and that should be it for this game. Vindicta taking game 1.
So that was a little unfortunate with the proxy Stargate, which ended up doing nothing. I don't think he was ready for it at all, and it definitely could have killed a lot of workers.
Yeah, I feel like that was definitely primed to do a lot of damage. Vindicta just very lucky, I guess.
Yeah.
Entire game was just decided on luck. Wow.
Wow. So what do we got for the next map? Do you know?
Looks like it's going to be Eternal Empire. They just like playing on the weird maps, I guess.
Is that a weird one? I don't even know.
I think so.
So I wonder if Asuna's going to try to go for something cheeky again.
It's like the one that's like windy, like... I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Loading in.
Alright, so starting us off, in the top right we have in the purple, it is Asuna. And in the bottom left we have in a red, it is Vindicta.
I think both of them are just going to play standard this game, or you think one of them is going to go for something cheeky?
I feel like if someone is going to, it's probably going to be Asuna. I don't really see Vindicta do much like cheese.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to. I think he knows he's the better player, so he can just play standard. So far, everything looks very standard. Got a Gateway Scout. As soon as he's going to go for a Gate Nexus core. Down from Vindicta, we also have the 17 Scout. Gate, the 16 Barracks, 16 Gas.
Yeah, this is kind of a weird map. I'm surprised that this wasn't vetoed. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's
I don't
just
think it's that bad.
Like,
I just mainly hate this map in TVT because of the watchtowers and just how difficult it is to maneuver your tanks around. Yeah, we have Asuna dropping the Nexus and the core. Doing the standard. Gonna try to block the CC from Vindicta, but
yeah, Vindicta kept the other SCV down there this time. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. So it shouldn't be too late. Oh, juking. Ended up being just late. And small thing from Vindicta, he decided to go Marine first instead of the Reaper. Getting that faster reactor.
Oh wait, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I guess I know a decent amount of Terrans don't even bother getting the Reaper in TVP anymore.
Yeah, especially when you don't think that you can jump into their main. I still like to get it because it's just a decent unit in the early game and it's pretty mobile, but there's definitely nothing wrong with skipping the Reaper. I feel like you can't get anything done with it.
Yeah.
So Asuna, not doing anything cheeky, just going for the Stargate in the main base, 2 Adepts. Pretty normal.
Do you think he's gonna go like Oracles into Phoenix again, or do you think he's just gonna go like straight Phoenix or straight Oracle?
I'm not really familiar with the way Asuna plays. I imagine he'll want to get at least 1 Oracle, but I've been seeing a lot of people just go straight Phoenix these days.
Yeah. Oh, he did build a Phoenix, but canceled.
Not gonna finish before the Adept gets in, but the Hellions will be here, so he'll see the Hellions.
Yeah, I feel like that's really annoying if you're Vindicta though. Like, I feel like you'd
I think it's...
I feel like ideally though, you'd never want these Hellions to be seen before they got towards your opponents.
So he sees the 2 Hellions. I think he's gonna turn the Adept away, and I wonder if he's gonna keep the Oracle at home or fly it across the map. I feel like he has to keep it at home, especially since he doesn't have a wall. We'll see what he chooses. Yeah, he's gonna keep it at home and play it safe.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
He's made 4 Hellions. He's gonna start marching them across the map, and he's getting a medevac.
Just gonna boost season in the main or something, you think?
You have the option. I mean, you can always just drop behind the natural too and stuff like that. I'm guessing. I feel like usually you proxy the starport when you go for this, but we'll see. Third base coming from Asuna at a pretty normal time. He's got his 2 gateways going up. And the drop is now coming across the map. Going towards his 3rd. Possibly to the main.
And Asuna is continuing to build Phoenix here. Which of course, like right now isn't really going to be that big of a deal for this drop.
Well, I think it is. I think it is a reaction to seeing 2 Hellions. I think Phoenixes are quite good at shutting it down.
Yeah, it looks like it is scared to drop away here.
And it does look like he's gonna have to turn around.
Yeah,
he's chasing it quite aggressively though. But
this is really unfortunate for Vindicta. These Hellions are like worthless now.
They can always sneak in, and they're actually not that bad in head-on fights against, you know, if he does go charge or gets a lot of adepts. So it's definitely better than just trying to run it in. He does lose the medevac, unfortunately, but...
Vindicta should just do, like, Blue Flame Hellbats versus Charge Lots. It's a really good strat.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. But it's the Phoenix.
That's gonna be the meta someday. I swear.
It's never the meta. It never will be the meta.
It was one time in Pro League when Marine King did it in, like, 2015.
No, that was the meta for a while, Hellbat Marauder, but that was because the Hellbat was a lot stronger. It killed the Zealots a lot faster.
Back in the day.
So it looks like Vindicta is going. It's up to 4 racks, which is a little bit of a weird number, but he's probably going to try to hit some sort of timing now. He does see. Managed to get those Hellions in. He wasn't paying attention. 6 probe kills, and he might get away with most of his Hellions. I think his units are coming to intercept it, so he probably will lose them. But seven probes is pretty great.
Yeah, even like wasting the energy on these Phoenix to kill these Hellions, I think is pretty good for Vindicta.
I mean, that's probably the best he could have done with it.
Vindicta does add a pretty huge work advantage. Oh, he hasn't been building any for a while. Looks like he's just gonna go for it all in.
He's going for a timing right now.
Ooh,
he's gonna lose that Raven,
yikes.
which is always painful when you play against a Stargate player, to the point where a lot of people just don't build a Raven.
What is the point of the Raven in this push? Is he like want it for interference matrix or what?
The armor shredder missile is quite good. I probably don't use the interference matrix unless he has like an immortal out right now, which he doesn't. He's just a pure gateway. So another thing to note is that his Twilight and his Robo again really late. And I mean, I don't think these Phoenixes are going to be particularly good in this fight. So he's got a really good window with Stim coming up here. It's a lot of Marines, and he's playing pretty much against Stalkers. So it's really going to come up to how good these force fields are. He's building a Warp Prism right now. I'm not sure if that's what he wants or. Nope,
yeah.
And the boys are pulled.
Oh, nice.
So this is a really potent strike attack. I don't know if Asuna is going to have enough to hold. He's already on 6 gases, and I don't think he seems to have scouted what's going on. The SCVs kind of just get picked off immediately in the fight.
Yeah, Vindicta really has like no sympathy for his workers.
Nope. But I mean, it looks like Vindicta's just going to roll him over. We'll see how good his Warp Prism juggling and Sentry Micro is, though.
Yeah, Asuna's banking quite a lot of resources now too, actually, because he got supply blocked from losing all the pylons.
Yeah, he also went to 6 gas, and he's got a Templar Archives. So I don't think he knew this was coming.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't have enough to hold on versus this, I feel. Like, Vindicta's just going to keep slow creeping here with the tanks. And he's even continuing to build more.
I'm
so
surprised he never really caught on to it either, just considering he went Stargate, and the whole point of going Stargate is to have map vision. This is a really strong push, and I'm not sure, even with these extra Archons.
Yeah, this is a really nice looking push here. More and more reinforcements on the way. Warp Prism gets picked off there by a couple Marines. Even building a bunker, very just asserting his dominance.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a lot of Marines.
He's going to pile out a lot of Marines. He has no charge. He has, I believe, Blink and +1, but so does this Big Dick does +1 alone. I think you're about to see Asuna tap out here once that Archon goes down. I think he has charge now, but he's got 6 tanks in the back. Really see how he's going to break this. Here we go, we got Vindicta versus Bly. Very interesting, because Asuna completely got caught off guard by that. You can see he went up to 75 probes. And teched up a lot. Even though Vindicta was only on 3 gases and I think 40 SCVs or something.
Yeah, he like stopped at 40. And then he brought like half of them across too, so.
Yeah. Maybe he would have had a chance if he didn't lose the Oracle and he could have slowed him down. Some good stasis wards, but yeah, he definitely got caught off guard.
Alright, now
nice all in from Vindicta.
I'll have to wait and see what happens between Vindicta and Bly here.
Yeah, it'll be a roller coaster.
Do you think?
I wonder how much. I think Vindicta plays a decent amount on EU, so I feel like he should be kind of familiar with the way Bly plays. But
yeah,
we'll see if he's ready. Do we need to move to EU? Do you know where they're gonna play?
I'm not sure. I don't know. Like, I don't even know where Vindicta lives in America.
I think he plays in EU quite regularly though.
Well, I mean, that's up to the players to decide. I guess I don't really care what they choose to do.
They're still in here, so I think they're probably gonna play on like Eastern or something.
Yeah. I wonder how or what the ping's like for Bly to NA. And do you think it affects his playstyle?
He plays online cups all the time. I'm sure he's used to the NA ping. I'm pretty sure he used to play on like the SCA server as well for like their online cups.
Oh. ESEA at a StarCraft server?
No, like Southeast Asia,
oh.
Back when that existed. The Singapore server.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he used to play on online cups for that too, so we'll see.
He's definitely a trooper.
Oh yeah.
It's like always like Eastern European and like Russian people that are playing in like all the online cups. It's like always like every time I cast one or like watch one, it's like always like B or Bly, Vanya, or like all these other like Eastern European players. Especially like the Polish ones. They just got the passion.
Yep. All right. Yeah, just promoting that stream, man.
Bly asked for it, so.
I am excited to see what Bly brings to the table.
Yeah,
and Vindicta's gonna deal with it.
So it is gonna be played on NA, and it's also a best of 5. So.
Ooh. We get to see all the cheese.
Yeah. I feel like that, as you're saying, like Bly plays in a lot of online cups. I feel like the playstyle that he has is definitely strong for online cups, just because like he can get through so many games. Oh, hi Riddler. He's in chat. Wow. And just being able to like, did you get that lobby invite?
Did I not accept?
It says you elected not to join.
No, I'm coming in. I like alt tab. Alright, let's go. Vindicta. You think he's gonna 17 scout? Nah, I don't think he needs a 17 scout. He might.
I think it would be good if he did.
What would you really react to?
Like,
I don't really know what Bly does in TVZ and ZBT anymore. I'm not really familiar with the kind of cheeses he has.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't really watched much of Bly like in the past year or so. Yeah. I feel like it was really like.
Remember how far he got into the last few WCSs. But we'll see. We'll see what he's got. I'm excited as always. Excited to watch it, not excited to play against. Zerg cheeses.
Yeah. Speaking of Zerg cheeses, the top left we have in the blue, it is Bly. And in the bottom right in the red, it is Vindicta.
He's making drones.
But will he keep making drones?
I'm sure he will.
Yes.
You take bets. He's gonna pull first, hatch first.
I think he'll pull first.
Pull first? Nah, you're wrong.
Oh.
Interesting. It is a 16 hatch though. Not really sure if that makes a difference. Vindicta, on the other hand, going for the usual 16 barracks, 16 gas, and he's scouting at 19.
Wait, so do you cut?
18. That's an 18 scout.
Sorry, he cuts a drone to get the hatch this fast?
Yeah, that's a 16 hatch.
What's the benefit of this? I wonder.
I'm sure the difference is small, but I think mainly it's just creep spread, right? I'm not sure. I really don't know. It might be a little better against proxy 2-racks because your creep spread's a little faster.
Oh, true.
Other than that, though, I'm not really sure. Someone else is gonna have to tell me.
Maybe there's like a slight larva advantage too.
But I don't think you have the money to spend it. I'm not sure. I don't think it really makes a difference because you do like lose that drone mining for a bit, so I think it evens out. Coming from Vindicta, completely open normal. Normal opening, normal scout timing. He's gonna Bly's base. Looks pretty standard from Bly too.
Maybe Bly's reformed. Maybe he just plays like macro TVZ.
I mean, there's so many all-ins you can do at like every level of drones and bases, but it looks like Bly's gonna take a third. Vindicta just ran away, didn't block it in time.
Igor always gets mad whenever I play versus him and block off the third base with my 17 skill.
But it looks like he's not. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I imagine at this level play, it's like not really worth the money.
It looks like he was just gonna take it there, but no, he just moved out there to hide it from the Reaper and got a perfectly normal TVC right now.
Wow.
Do you know if Vindicta likes mech or bio?
I'm not sure what he currently likes. I've seen him play mech quite a bit, just like overall.
That is the norm right now, though.
Yeah, I feel like Vindicta's the type of guy that just plays like whatever's, I don't want to say in style, but like he wants to play his best, so he's gonna play what's best.
Bly with Zergling move out.
Do you think Vindicta's gonna go for a Banshee?
I mean, he could also be doing fast stim, but it doesn't look like it. I think he's going for Banshee just to be safe because he thinks Bly will do some roach shenanigans.
No, it looks like it actually will be fast stim. What's the benefit of like getting your stim this fast? Like,
I mean, you can do just a stim timing. You get a he's getting a Liberator, but you can do like a stim combat shield timing with your Hellions, or without them, depending on what you scout. You can even bring like a tank with it. Sometimes you'll have like one or two tanks with it, and it can be quite strong. Bly loses those 4 Zerglings for Marine, but everything else just looks really standard right now from both players. I was trying to just scout and figure out what the other person is doing. Bly didn't get Overlord speed, so he doesn't know what he's Vindicta is doing until now. Which could have been a little scary. Actually, no. I think the Banshee would have just gotten to his base in about 10 seconds if he did go Banshee. So everything's just fine and dandy.
Yeah.
Fast third CC. Bly's still droning, getting double evos.
Also, Bly killing the Marine has allowed this Overlord to just like chill here for quite a while. Because there's nothing
another Marine. He just wasn't paying attention. He was too busy at looking at his Hellions to see that But I don't think it really matters anymore.
Yeah. I guess it'll be nice for Bly because he's going to see these extra racks go down, so you'll know that it's bio coming up. These Hellions just kind of going right in.
Yeah, Bly just out of position with his queens and his lings, and he's going to lose a lot of drones. Damn. Especially, he pulled the queen out queens out with the Liberator, and his lings are just completely out of position.
Yeah,
losing a lot of lings and a lot of drones.
Do you think this is just gonna end the game?
I think Bly's gonna stay in it and just try to do like cobble something strange together, but
Yeah, 19
yeah,
drones.
I mean, this is this is Vindicta's game to lose now.
And
he's joining back up though, Bly. He thinks.
Yeah, interesting.
I agree with that decision. I don't really think you can all in off of this.
Yeah, and he did like throw all the Hellions away. And did he lose the Liberator too? Yeah, he did.
No, but he lost so many lings. He traded so many lings out. It wasn't just 19 drones. It was a ton of lings with it too. If you look at the loss chart, it's just...
Yeah, but at least he knows like he doesn't have to worry about anything until the double drop comes out in like 30 seconds. So
yeah, and I think Vindicta just needs to just chill. He knows he's really ahead. Bly floating 800 minerals.
Yeah. Looks like it's just gonna use these links to kind of see like, all right, when do I need to do anything here?
So his gases are quite late. He just started his lair. No Baneling nest yet. So I think when he gets, if he decides to push out with the combat shields and maybe a tank or two, I think it'll be pretty hard for Bly to hold.
Yeah, Bly is still okay. He's finally getting some lings out, and those will be just in time to deal with this army.
But it should be able to trade quite well. He has combat shields, and 1-1 is about to finish. He still doesn't have he just started the Baneling nest. But I think he should be able to just freely clear up this creep right now. He just doesn't have enough units.
Yeah, a lot of queens out here though, so that should force us back. Because Vindicta doesn't want to lose these medevacs. And a really nice save, I guess, on the creep here. Gets out this tumors right before it starts to dissipate. If that doesn't work.
I wonder if Vindicta knows that he doesn't have a Baneling nest.
I don't know. I feel like that's one of those questions that, like, the answer should, like, be yes, that he has one. So, like, that's not worth, like, risking it.
He's gonna start pushing on the 4th. Meanwhile, Bly tries to buy some time with his Zergling run by, but Vindicta just has reinforcements in the way, and he's got slow Banelings and they're coming, but there are 2 tanks over there, and I think Bly, realizing this, is just gonna give up his 4th, go for a counterattack. Instead, remakes his 4th at the top right. One thing Bly has been very good at though is he's on top of his upgrades. He's already got Baneling speed half the way, and he's ahead. This 2-2. Which is, I believe, quite rare in TBC.
Yeah.
Usually the Terran is a little ahead on upgrades.
I guess, like, too, we haven't really seen Bly go into any later attack. Like, he doesn't have a...
he sees that counterattack at the 3rd, but is he going to react out? Yeah, reacts perfectly. Probably not going to lose too many lings. I mean, SCVs. And meanwhile, Vindicta just attacking across the map. He knows that Bly's got half his army pretty much at the 3rd, and he just needs to let his reinforcements do the work. He's about to lose all these queens too. I think this is it.
Bly trying to get away here. There's actually not that many Marines here, so if Bly can get enough lings out, he might be able to hold this off. Yeah, he's gonna push that back. All these medevacs are really low too, so.
Call me tasteless, but
another medevac coming in.
Bly does a good job, but he is still really behind. He's trading really well against these lings. That counterattack did not do as much as he should have. I think he got like some Marines and some tanks, but he didn't really do much economic damage.
Yeah.
At this point, I think Bly just, he doesn't have a 4th. Got 10 drones. 22 drones.
Yeah, he just like doesn't even have the larva really to deal with this. I feel like he just can't build enough.
Baneling speed now finishes, but he just has so many Marines that I think as long as he splits well, that there's no way that he can really do
Alright.
anything.
Oh.
There's decent connections, but I think it's just too much.
Yeah.
It's too much Terran. His 2-2's about to finish.
And if there was a timing that Bly could have taken a pretty decisive fight, I mean, that was it. But, because he did have 2-2 during that, but
well played from Vindicta. going for the kind of the YOLO Hellion run by up the ramp, which is natural with his Liberator distracting the queens. Just doing way too much damage to Bly, and he's just never been able to recover. Bly's still hanging on though, but I don't think, especially not all this creep is pretty much gone. I don't think he's going to be able to hold the next push. Maybe he'll hold this one, but I don't think he'll barely hold it.
Yeah. Well, he's basically just like spending like so much of his resources in Bane Lane to like just barely survive. Yeah, it's gonna be it finally.
Vindicta takes it with a really good Hellion run by and a Liberator harass.
Yeah, that was a really well fought out game though by Bly, even from being behind so far. Still made that pretty competitive.
So we'll see if Bly decides to play standard next game, or if he wants to start throwing a little curveball.
Do you think like the standard game was the curveball?
Possibly. I'm not sure. I mean, it's a best of 5. I don't think he has enough all-ins for all of them. Maybe he felt like, I mean, because this is a pretty good Zerg map. It's got a lot of paths. It's quite big. If you're a really counter-attacky, aggressive Zerg, I think this is a very good map. So maybe he felt pretty comfortable going for macro, but I don't think he always, like, in extended series, like, goes for a cheese every single game. Be wrong, but I'm sure at the back of Vindicta's mind, he's just thinking, oh, what is he gonna do now? So
just constant fear.
We'll wait and see.
And Ephemeron's gonna be our next map. I feel like Ephemeron's probably like the best Terran map in the pool.
I think it's a mech map for sure. I don't really like it because like it's kind of hard to attack the Zerg's 4th base because of those little bridges that are like a little far out from the base, so you can't really siege the base, but you can't really like attack into it at the same time.
But anyways, speaking of our Zerg player, oops, got down in the bottom right in the blue, it is Bly. Up in the top left in the red, it is Vindicta, and looks like he's going for a bit of a proxy.
I love it. Looks like a proxy 3 racks. Yep.
Yeah, looks to be.
I love it so much because Bly is a man who likes to go for his early pool, so. Nope, gonna be hatch first. Gonna be 16. Just get that one drone to get a faster hatch. See if he scouts it. I don't think any of these overlords are gonna scout it though. This overlord's just going straight to his natural, so he's gonna see the bunker being down. And then a little cute thing from Vindicta is that he hides the 3rd barracks up top, because usually when you see the first 2 barracks, you turn around, so you don't want to lose the overlord.
Wait, so does he just want Bly
like
if
way
he
more
scares
all
it?
in than a 2, like, because 2 racks, like, you do a little bit of damage, you go back and expand, you get your factory, you get your 3 CCs. This is a lot more committed. I think he's going to pull some SCVs with it too. I don't think he's planning on expanding behind this. You should time out DJ in your chat. So Bly does not know this is coming in. He'll see it. So he's kept the overload of the natural, so he'll know immediately when the bunkers get put down. And also this hatchery is about to finish, which is a little faster than usual if he went for 17, so he'll have creep a lot faster. And I don't know if Vindicta knows he goes for 16 hatch.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looks like he was kind of lucky in a way because he did go up to the natural immediately. Like I feel like with 3 racks, you tend to see people like wait a bit until they have a couple Marines first. But
so yeah, the SCVs are getting pulled now because it is the 3 racks. And I'm not sure if Bly saw the SCVs. You should know kind of about now, which is the amount of Marines that this is a 3 racks.
Two spines going down in the main base here for Bly, but that's a lot of firepower there on the low ground.
Yeah, and I think he has to start going in the main because he sees that he's giving up the natural. I'm not too sure though. He's gonna put one Marine in the bunker to kind of whittle down.
Yeah, all right. Looks like we got a big fight going on here.
Target fire in the Marines with the spine crawlers, and I think he's forced to back off from this. You can't really fight with this many lings and queens. Well, it's just one queen right now, but
yeah, it's still fairly tough though, because like back at home, Vindicta only has 6 workers mining, plus
yeah. So Bly knows he just needs to hold on one base and get more units out, and eventually he'll take it. I think once he has speed, the game is over. And Bly doing the smart thing, he sent 3 lings across the map, and they're probably just going to kill all the SCVs here. So really good defense from Bly so far. I'd like to think that the 16 hatch made a difference as opposed to 17, but...
Oh, damn.
Here we go.
Bly taking a game.
Great defense.
Oh, hey, Austin. World of Sleepers is going to be our next map.
So in quite the turning tables fashion. You can dig to go for the cheese that one.
Alright, so spawn up here in the top right hand side, sorry, in the blue it is Bly. And in the bottom left in the red it is Vindicta.
I'm also not a fan of this map for TVZ, it's also a little too big.
Yeah, I feel like all the maps are like pretty spacious.
This is all the ones from the last season are really big. That was like kind of the main reason with TV. That was my main problem with TVZ. I mean, there's other stuff, but I think just how big the maps were always an issue, especially if you play like kind of aggressive bio style. But looks like we're going back to the ways of the standard.
The ways of old.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that me?
That's probably, I imagine it's Bly. Just that Ukraine thing.
So Bly once again going for hatch first. Going for 16 hatch. And then I think Vindicta is probably just going to do an expansion. Scout at 19. Maybe 18. Feels like 18 this time. But he's going to see Bly's not doing really anything cheeky.
Not yet, anyways.
Nope. You see Bly kind of moved his Overlord a little out to make sure he wasn't getting 3-raxed again.
I mean, the perfect time to do it for your Rex is after you've already lost dude one, so.
Oh, yeah. He seems pretty confident he's not going to do anything, so. Just, oh, you know, he saw the SUV scout. That's why. I'm like zoomed all the way out somehow. I don't really know how I got.
Like how zoomed out are you?
No, I'm back to normal. Now I'm zoomed in.
Vindicta been pretty annoying this time actually with the SCV blocking off the third base here.
Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't send the Reaper to the third, but he seems quite.
Yeah,
I think just killing off a lane, I guess. And Bly not paying attention to his Overlord. Oh no, he had it rallied in the right. Sometimes people don't do that. It's really funny.
I think it is important to send the Reaper to the natural though. Like I feel like if you keep it at the third base for too long, you kind of lose track of like, you know, what else Zerg might be doing. Oh damn! You see that load micro?
Oh yeah. guy really likes to send his lings across the map.
Yeah, it didn't quite work
really
out for
like
him.
This is worth it, but he does it. In return, he gets to get these 2 creep tumors down without any.
Yeah, I guess that's probably like important to do, especially like when you're playing cross server like this.
Yeah. Now he's got less links for the Hellions, so you know, he's sending him across the map. He's gonna see that these 2 Hellions are moving out with the Overlord and then go around. But I think these 2 Hellions, as long as he doesn't rally them across the map, which he is, it's actually fine for Vindictor.
Yeah, he has them rallied right to his naturals, so he should be okay. They're gonna pop out soon. I might get a couple of CVs with this.
Vindictor's playing it safe. He's just gonna send all of his Hellions back. But I think he realized that. So he gets 2 drones for it, but he does lose 10 lings for it. And maybe if he just waited a little bit and sent and used the Overlord to spot those 2 Hellions leaving again, he would have been fine. But
yeah, I'm not sure if he was like timing that out at all, but it really felt like it was just kind of like randomly sent in. Maybe like that just needs to be timed out a bit better, and that can work. But
Vindictor going for Cloak Banshee this time. Keeping it safe. He's even leaving 2 Hellions at home in case any more run by comes in, and he's just gonna use these 4 Hellions to poke and try to try to slow down the creep spread a little.
Yeah, Vindictor really adapting here to how Bly is liking to play today, as we've seen him do a lot of counterattacks in the first game. And I mean, I feel like the counterattack style from Zerg players can be very strong, but I think it's just hard to pull off. Without dying sometimes.
Yeah, so I mean, he has 4 aliens at home right now, and I don't think these lings are gonna. We're getting a lot of kills actually.
Oh, almost gets anything.
Lost more than double what Vindicta has. He's losing a lot of lings, and you know, I'm not really sure if that was worth 4 SCVs. He does see that he's going mech though, I'm pretty sure, because he's seen how many Hellions he has at the front and how many Hellions he has in the main. His natural.
Oh, look at Vindicta. he tried to get the creep through, but he just killed the Hellion.
Oh boy.
He's getting hyperflight rotors for his Banshees too, which is interesting.
It's cool, I love it. I dig it. He's getting a Roach Horn though, so maybe he expects BCs now. I don't think, did he ever get a full scout off? No, he did get a full scout off, so I wonder if he's expecting BCs, because
yeah, I don't know. I don't really see many players go like Banshees into BCs. That seems kind of like counterproductive.
Mainly what these roaches are going to do is, because the queens are going to be preoccupied chasing Banshees around, he needs something to deal with the Hellions.
The Banshees will be really nice at keeping this creep spread down. Especially now that tumors can't cancel.
Expect it, but I mean, he has a pretty good spread on his queens right now, and I don't feel like maybe they'll get 2 or 3 drones at his natural right here. But other than that, I feel like Bly's got a pretty good hold on this, and he's just powering ahead right now.
Yeah, I feel like losing, if he loses all these Banshees before the hyperflight's even done. Oh, he actually canceled it, I believe. Good call.
Moving slow. He's attacking his own factory of this Marines because he was trying to kill the Overlord. I wonder if he spots it. No, he spots it. He did get it at half health though.
Yeah, and they don't even get the Overlord that's coming in.
Yeah. So Vindicta taking his 3rd, and Bly starting to saturate his 4th base. A little light on the gas so far, but
Vindicta's continuing to make Banshees too. I find that very weird.
And I think he sees that with the Overlord.
No.
Oh no, he's gonna lose it. And I'm curious just to know why, if he's gonna commit to so many Banshees, that he skips the hyperflight rotors. But he has a fusion core right now.
Oh, and he is going for BC.
Oh, and these Hellions are gonna go by. So that creep spread outside of us, they're lacking a little, so these Hellions are able to sneak by and kill a lot of stuff.
Yeah, 11
a lot of drones.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of lings as well. So great.
Yeah, and this was kind of like the only time in this game that Bly had a sizable worker advantage, and Vindicta just reset that. Like for most of the game, because he was spending so much larva on like ling run baz, he didn't really have that much of an advantage in drones. So
yeah.
Swarm hosts are coming out now, which I'm not sure if this is like. I guess I don't know what the correct time is. I feel like maybe like the Swarm host should have been out a bit quicker, but
no, but he had to make a lot of queens to deal with these banshees, and also he was making a lot of lings earlier on, so he was a little behind on the economy. So I think it's probably fine that it's late. Not sure if Vindicta knows that he's gone Swarm host.
He might suspect it, especially because we see two Thors on the way. I mean, Thors are just like good units overall, but like you tend to see them as a response.
You see these banshees and the main picking off of this Spore Crawler. The queens finally come and save it though, but getting Yamato and BCs.
This could be fun.
Bly still doesn't have a 5th base coming up yet. Vindicta's putting his 4th out, and he's got a pretty good Hellion count for these Swarm hosts, so I don't feel like they're gonna do too much. Just needs to move his tanks maybe a little farther down, but brings the BC out as well. The Thor is out, so both Thors are out.
Yeah, he turns them into
he's gonna get these 2 tanks.
He turns them into the single target mode. Is that like?
I think they one-shot them. I'm not sure, and they shoot because they shoot a lot faster now, so they're actually not bad against locusts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really liking Vindicta's position right now. Bly's still on 4 bases. And
man, Vindicta's really like big dicking it here, like getting the orbital at the 4th base.
Yeah, it's just the confidence.
He doesn't care.
His army is only going to get better from here. Hive just got started by Bly.
Huge wave of Storm has come into the natural.
He's still making roaches, so
gonna supply block Vindicta pretty badly here. Overall, like not a huge amount of damage though.
I lose the CC. No, he picks it up in time. It's a little annoying things, but it'll be fine.
And Frozen, a bit of roaches here. Gets a couple tanks, but loses a lot of roaches and Ravagers for it.
I think at this point of the game for the Terran player, especially if you're going back, it's alright to lose like 5-6 SCVs here and there. It's really about the army now.
Yeah. Especially like I feel like Vindicta likes to play like TY sometimes and just gets like a crap ton of workers that he maybe doesn't need.
Stopped. He's at 78 right now, which is a pretty good number. Bly's at 66 actually, so he never saturated his 4th base.
Yeah.
I've just finished and getting a Greater Spire.
But luckily he has. Luckily Bly is free
and
infinite
really a
units.
thing anymore ever since they nerfed them in the Thor buff, but we'll see if you can make them work.
Yeah, that'll be tough, especially because like, yeah, like not even with the 4 buff as well. Like Vindicta's been getting, he doesn't have a whole lot, but he has a couple VCs, so I feel like Vindicta's strength in the air is pretty good.
I'm just curious right now. It's curious to see how the Broodlords do, especially with the new patch.
And Vindicta's actually kept a couple of these Banshees alive through this like whole thing.
Yeah, and they're just really annoying. Right now he's playing his Queen, so he's about to lose his Banshee, but we shall see. Well, he's still on 66 drones. He's going Broodlords on 66 drones. He's losing. No, he lost 1 drone from the BC.
He's just going for that free infinite unit playstyle. It's really good. This PC has 11 kills, damn.
I think most of that is like roaches and like locusts, I think.
Yeah. Especially now that the game's gotten so late, Vindicta has so many turrets set up everywhere. It's like not even worth it to send these Swarm hosts.
He's got an upgrade advantage, and I feel like his army's a lot better than Bly's. And his economy, really. Bly actually just is a pretty large bank. A lot of it's in minerals, though. I feel like he has just enough Hellions and just stuff that the Swarm hosts aren't really going to do enough. see the roaches here right now trying to attack at his 5th base location as he's floating out. Loses 9 SCVs, but he's still ahead on income, so
this is also really ballsy bringing in orbital over here as well. Like, I think that just has no use for planetaries.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think it's actually not too bad when you know your opponent's going to go Swarm Host, because the planetary doesn't really live very long.
Oh, that's
it's
true.
like
yeah.
10 Swarm Hosts, and you can always just lift it. It is a little more annoying for run-bys, but as long as he's got a good spread of siege tanks and sensor tower, I think he should be okay.
See a Ghost Academy going down and some more barracks. So it looks like he's just going to go into Ghosts, probably to deal with the Broodlords.
I think he's expecting like Infestors or Vipers to come out.
Oh yeah, that would be a good call actually if Bly went for that.
I think he does. Really only just needs BC Thor, right? I think the Thor is just kind of, they outrange the Broodlord now because they fixed the whole leashing thing, and yeah, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
How the late game is. I haven't really been watching that much. I'm not really sure how the late game armies are supposed to look like, but my god, Vindictus is doing so much damage with these 2 BCs and Hellions. His army is just completely out of position. His Queens also as well.
Absolutely minimal response here too.
He's gonna take out the base, mono 2 Corruptors, and teleport back.
Bly still has a huge bank though. It's gonna be a while before he burns
but a lot
for
of it's minerals, and I don't really think. I mean, unless he's just gonna keep spamming roaches, that it's gonna be that important. Bly just down to 55 drones now versus the 66 of Vindicta. Vindicta's also taking his 6th base, right? So he's just really in a commanding position right now. His army's a lot better. He's got better upgrades, more economy. He might probably gonna lose his 6th base actually.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, just nope.
Barely. Nope.
There we go.
Meanwhile, these swarm hosts out of position. He's not paying attention to them. His BCs are just picked a few off. I think the locusts are coming into the 5th base. He's probably gonna have to evacuate and lift. So I think if this was like a planetary, it probably would have died. But he can do this. It's all merry. Fine.
Yeah, so I guess this turned out to be a really nice call from Vindicta overall. Just going for the planetaries constantly. Or not going for planetaries, rather.
So we have these 2 armies just kind of dancing around the middle. Meanwhile, these 2 BCs probably... Oh, no, he teleports them out.
Oh.
Wait. Oh.
Teleports behind you.
Meant to Yamato,
Nothing
probably.
Personal, kid.
Yeah, I think that was just a misclick. I think he meant to teleport away, and then he just ended up teleporting next to them.
Yeah. But, I mean...
He feels ready to move out. He's got his 3/3 Bly on one melee, 2 attack, and one flyer attack. So.
Yeah. And Vindicta even got a couple of ghosts to deal with, like, any, you know, Broodlords or Infestors, but Bly is just not making any of those, so it's not going to matter.
I think Bly is just making the right choice. He has to go for a base raid. I don't think he can fight this army head on. He's trying to do something with the Swarm Hosts and the Roaches, but is he just turning around?
And this could actually be pretty bad too, especially since Vindicta hasn't been getting planetaries. Like, I feel like the base trade is a lot more likely.
He just turns around. I think he might have thought there was more tanks at his 5th base, but
yeah, because like that's really vulnerable. Like, there's just a one tank there.
He'll lose that base for pretty much for free, and Vindicta just smartly turns around and not gonna risk it.
Looks like Bly gonna try to
go for it.
There's a lot of Banelings there that he can use, but I feel like they're not gonna get cost-efficient trades versus this army.
Mainly Ravagers and Corruptors and Queens, and interesting to note, he actually didn't go Broodlords, so he got the Greater Spire just for the upgrades, I believe.
Yeah.
Even though he's still on just +1, but I believe he just wants them for the BCs. Oh, and all these Swarmers are gonna die. Wow, and a nuke.
Yeah, Vindicta's pretty well known, I think, for his late game nukes. I know Igor talks about like Vindicta doing this a lot.
I don't think he actually killed any drones. Bly managed to spot it out, but I think we're just gonna see like maybe at most like at least 10 minutes of just armies dancing around each other right now. But Bly really knows he can't fight this head on, but Vindicta's just trying to end the game because he knows he has a better army.
Yeah, and this is
This is just rough. Yeah, I don't think he can really fight. I really thought he would have just tried to go for a base race, especially because he's seen that a lot of these bases aren't planetaries. I mean, he has lings running around the place. But maybe if he had more of his army there, he would have, Vindicta would have felt the need to move back.
Yeah, really nice run by of lings actually at his I guess you could say like extra bases or
20-something drones. He got like 20-something SCVs, but he's still behind on economy.
Yeah, and I don't know how he can fight this army at all. Like,
no, he's starting to get Broodlords now. I mean, he still has 4 Thors and a bunch of Ghosts, though, so... I'm not sure how those are going to do against that. He's got 3 Broodlords, and then 5 more warping.
I think he's going to hope that, like, he can just, like, run Balings into all the clumped up Ghosts or something, like...
Maybe. I mean, I think really this is his last stand, unless Vindicta just chooses to... I mean, he can always just choose to back up and regroup, especially now that he's maxed out.
And he's secured his other bases again here too, so he's back to mining.
And he's still ahead. He's on 60 SCVs. He made a few against Bly's 42, so I think he knows that he can just kind of sit back, and he just needs to regroup and put his armies together.
Looks like he's going to get in a bit of a disjointed fight here, actually. A bit of the armies split off from each other. Oh, gets 2 4s of some files.
Because I think he was paying attention to this Ling run by down at the bottom. It's 6 o'clock base.
Yeah, but I mean, if we look at the money now, like you can just see Bly has burned through so much of his bank, and Vindicta's, you know, back to even with him. And Bly doesn't really have any tech to show for it other than these Broodlords.
Just poking away at this hatchery here, but
these Corruptors coming in, forcing the space to lift off for a second. A lot of them actually going to get.
That's another really good thing about the orbital as well. You can lift it, bring it out of range of the Corruptor spit, and then like land it again.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna lose his base, but I think he's all right with it, especially since he's taking the top, I guess the 10 o'clock base up there. Dick's still really good position. Bly's got no more bank anymore. He ended up making a ton of Lings and Roaches, just so you could survive.
10 Infestors on the way now, and Neural. I'm interested why he didn't get Microbial Shroud. They moved that to layer techs, so like it's really good now.
I think it's very good against tanks.
It's really good now.
Is it? I don't know.
I'm just joking. I actually have no clue what it looks like in game.
I mean, it reduces air units, damage from air units, and I think he only has 4 PCs, so
yeah,
I don't think that's really what he wants to do. Ooh, a nice little Hellion run by again, taking out 12 drones. I think Bly's down to 34. Just remade another round of 11, but that's really not what Bly wants to do right now, especially considering how much weaker his army is. They are both pretty much maxed out though, but there's a lot of Roaches and Lings in that army, and I don't even think he has upgrades. He has +3 melee. His Carapace, I don't think he even has Carapace. Yeah, he only has Flyer Carapace, so.
I feel like too, especially with the amount of Hellbats that Vindicta has right now.
These are gonna hell.
Yeah, like I feel like at this point, like he should just make those into Banelings or something. I know he doesn't have a whole lot of gas, but I feel like the Lings are...
Yeah, I mean, I think he's slowly trying to do it. He just made a bunch, but... Bly's just going to keep trying to buy more time and run Roaches around. Vindicta is a little spread out right now. And his army is very immobile. I think Bly's is really going to try his hardest to just kind of slowly crawl back into the game, get his drone count up, get his creep spread going. There's Vindicta. I think he just wants to end it. He just wants to go for it.
I just realized that two of the bases that Bly has right now only have one extractor on them. Or only one Vespian Geyser, rather.
Are these not the rich ones?
No, not anymore. They changed it for some freaking reason.
Well, I mean, it was kind of stupid.
Why was it stupid?
I mean, it was just they're never fair.
Are we gonna see a new kit summon this army? Well, look at the Broodlords are like right on the edge of it.
I know.
They just got
bruised the little things.
Yeah, just got tickled by it.
He got 3 drones down at the 4 o'clock base though.
Yeah.
It looks like Vindicta's gonna try to go for it.
That Cyclone just sniped
trying to
off
get a little
an Infestor.
I
didn't realize Cyclones with these upgrades 3-shot Infestors.
Oh yeah.
That's broken.
Yeah.
Oh, that Ghost tries to get a snipe off, but gets stuck in it. I think both the players
a little bit of a mineral bank going on again. And he's trying to go for more roach run by. He's trying to buy more time, but
yeah, I feel like the roach run buys are really expensive at this point, though. Like,
I mean, he has a lot of minerals. It's really about the gas right now, and I think this is just important. He needs to do whatever he can to just try to keep Vindicta back. Not until he can like he has a lot of lings, a lot of ravagers. I think he needs to slowly get rid of, and I mean he still has 2 roaches running into his main right now. There's a BC right above his 4 o'clock base, just teleported in.
Just the way this game is played out is like what the back of the box in StarCraft kind of looks like. Like Vindicta's
the army comps?
Yeah, it's just like fucking like everyone's building everything and they're like doing everything. It's like, oh, now I'm gonna build 4 roaches and they're gonna attack. Oh no, my opponent has all the units in the game and they're attacking me at the top. Oh no.
This is definitely the most frustrating thing right now for Vindicta. He knows he has a better army and has a better economy. And probably better upgrades. Like he probably knows he has better upgrades as well, but he can't comfortably move across the map because he just keeps running things everywhere. It looks like Bly's just content on taking a fight right now. Not really sure how well this is gonna go. Where does Broodlords go?
Yeah, like he's a lot of spellcasters here, but there's no meat to this army.
He's got Liberators now, so these Infestors are gonna have a really hard time getting close to his army.
Yeah, if only he had Microbial Shroud to take half damage.
Parasitic bombs on the Vikings, but it doesn't really seem like it's enough. And all those Infestors just got EMP'd. I think Vindicta is probably gonna go for it now and try to kill him. There's still a roach in his main. But I don't think that's too big of a deal.
Yeah, even a BC teleporting right on top and picking off one of the high energy Infestors.
I think he's gonna lose these few Broodlords, and I think the game's over. I think all he's got is Lings, Queens, and some Infestors.
Yeah, it's actually crazy how Bly was able to play this game out for so long. Like I felt like he was in such a bad position. Like
I mean, it's just the power of Zerg against mechs. Like they have so much mobility, and I mean, +3 attack Lings with adrenal glands kill buildings really fast.
Yeah, and Bly is like really active with these counterattacks. Yeah. Like definitely got to give him that. It looks like he's gonna keep doing counterattacks to try to stay in this here.
I mean, it's really his only shot. He knows this too. I mean, he just lost all of his Broodlords. Really, all he has right now is Lings and Corruptors, and so.
Yeah, and Vindicta knows that too, as you can see, just Hellions on a production tab.
Those Lings do not do well without any armor upgrades. This game melt.
Oh, damn! I didn't even notice that.
There are Lings in the main everywhere, and it's huge pain.
It's even burrowing some of these Lings. Man, Bly is really. I
mean, he's trying his hardest, really, to drag the game out, but I think he knows that it's really going to take a miracle for him to cobble an army strong enough to fight whatever Vindicta has.
Yeah, like Bly currently has 53 Zerglings on the map.
Look at this armory go down to 2 Lings.
I mean, it's not like Vindicta needs it at any point. He's maxed on every upgrade.
Well, he needs 1 armory at least for the
Oh, true. I didn't think of that.
Here we go.
Has Bly managed to like stabilize after that? Like I feel like
I mean his army is still a lot weaker. I mean, it's mainly Zerglings still.
He's put enough like fear into Vindicta, where Vindicta's just like, okay, like we're just gonna sit back and we're gonna build another base. That's what we're gonna do.
I mean, they're equal on workers. Vindictive's just killing so many more with these Liberators now. And, I mean, the Lings keep running around, but there's only so much they can do until...
They have, with the Drill clans, like, they don't care about
they're silly.
they're just killing everything underneath.
I mean, this still, like, Bly still doesn't have an army that can beat Vindictas, and so it's only a matter of time, or... I don't know.
You just wait. Eventually, he'll just run his Adrenal Gland Lings and destroy every building on the map under Vindicta's nose.
Pure Marine always complains about this. Just late game TVC is just... Even if you get a better army, you're just chasing the Zerg and just play merry-go-round with you, ring around a Rosie, and just drag the game out for like an additional 20 minutes. I mean, it is possible for Vindicta to lose this. He's still fine, but...
See, like, what Vindicta should do is just float all his buildings to the corner of the map so that he can't get Ling harassed, and then attack.
Oh, yeah. But, see right there, he just moved Commander to a bunch of stuff just because he was busy dealing with a bunch of other crap. And I mean, he's still fine, but...
Yeah, and I don't see any more Lings on the map here for Bly.
Yeah, and it's another bunch of units just went down again because he's just trying to find all these Lings that are buried.
Yeah, I think he's finally cleaned it all up. He actually has a bunch of units rallied, like, stuck in his main that don't really need to be there.
He is kind of split up now, and I mean, he still has an economy. He still has a ton of mules, so he's fine. It's just really about keeping it together and closing this game out, as Bly just continues to do the only thing he really can do, which is just run units around everywhere.
Why does Bly, like, play the shortest games but also the longest?
I don't know.
Like,
I mean, most of his games.
He has such a versatility.
I think it's just really the nature of the matchup.
Yeah.
And just mech versus Zerg right now, where BCs are slow, man. Tanks are slow. Thors are slow.
Especially, like, I feel like there's not really a way for Zerg to punish, like, early on. Unless they do, like, a specific all-in.
Can you take out that CC with the Corruption? I think he did. But, just with that, it's like, this is what I mean by this map is just so big. Well, I can just keep doing this for another, like, 10 minutes. I think
he's done 100 supply.
Probably still not going to be able to win this game, but he's making it really close, and I think he's really making Vindicta work for it.
Yeah. Oh, we got some of those battle cruisers you modded. That's really nice. He actually missed the corrosive vials.
That's cute. You'll get them.
That's
People get an investor for money, but Vindicta is, I believe, just F2A moved. He's had it. He's had it with Y. See all these units that were previously sent to defend different locations just streaming across the map now. I think Bly is ready to tap out. 60 supply behind.
Yeah, damn, that's a lot of fours coming up behind us.
Oh yeah.
He's finally cornered them. It looks like this should be it. Unless their Lings out on the map somewhere.
Nah, even then, he's just gonna take out all of his tech and his man. I think Vindicta finally kept together and closed out the game.
Yeah, that was a pretty fun game though. I like that one.
Yeah, no, like Bly did a really good job. He got pretty behind the beginning due to a Hellion run by, and
even like
he managed to drag the game out for a long time, and he really made Vindicta work.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of that too was actually just kind of like negligence from Bly. Like, I feel like there were so many points in the game where he just like refused to tech up.
Yeah.
For well,
he was on 66 drones for a while. I guess maybe he thought that he needed to take a risk because he had lost so many drones to that Hellion run by. Because he was on like a little like mid 70s, and then he took a pretty big hit, and then after that he kind of decided he wasn't gonna drone up anymore. So I believe it was a conscious decision from him, but it was good job for Bly for dragging the game out, and Vindicta for managing to keep it together. It can be really frustrating, especially when you can, like, if you just attack, your army's better than his. Like, if you fought head on, like, you just win easily.
Yeah.
You have like roaches and Lings running around, and he managed to keep it together and not, like, get like money fungled and then just destroyed.
Yeah, especially like even in that last fight, like Bly was just trying his heart out, even though he was down, like, you know, probably like 50 army supply in that fight.
That was a lot. This is scrappy Zerg style, man.
Yeah.
Drag games out for a long time.
Alright. Next one's going to be played on Zen.
Yeah. So it is now, I believe, 2-1 in favor of Vindicta. So he's playing for match point right here. I wonder if Bly's going to go for a hatch first again. Play standard.
Yeah, no, that game was actually like pretty impressive. It's definitely, it's made me rethink my entire opinion about Bly. He's no longer just some kind of cheesy guy. So spawn up here in the top right, we have in the blue, it is Bly. And in the bottom left, we have in a red, it is Vindicta.
Formerly known as Nero.
What is the like, I know Bly and like Scarlet and I think No Regret had the On Fire was part of their name.
I don't know, it was like some joke between them. I'm not really familiar with.
I never understood that.
With that. There was a while when Bly was quite literally on fire and he had a pretty good streak.
Yeah, I remember he got to top 4 of some tournament in or some WCS. He got to
top 4 in like a WCS. Flagged again. I hope that wasn't me.
Probably not.
Sure
I think that one he got top 4 and was like the one Drogo won. Back.
I thought it was more recent than that.
No, it might have been.
Yeah. But it looks like pretty standard openings again. Vindicta with the early scout does not trust Bly. But yeah, Bly seems content with going hatch first every time. I wonder if he's gonna try to throw something in like a 40 drone, 50 drone all in or something like that. I do feel like Vindicta is quite prepared for that.
Yeah, I feel like especially versus Vindicta, it's really hard if you're a Zerg that wants to play a cheesy style, just because he is going to go for the scouts every time. And he's not afraid to.
Does have this reputation of, you know, and I do feel like Terran does quite shut it down quite easily once if they do go for an early SCB scout. Vindicta's gonna go try for the block again. I think Bly is sending a drone right now to his third, and he's gonna see.
Yeah, this is an annoying map for blocks too, because there's no alternative third to take on.
The other like the nearest possible third is just it's not really a good spot. You just get destroyed by Hellions over there.
Unless
Vindicta
can play it like Brood War and just go for a Nihilus Network.
I think he just went. Surprised he didn't try to block it for longer, but pulls the SCV back.
Yeah, he will send the Reaper.
Sees the drone, and I don't think he's gonna try to contest it. He's just gonna see how many lings he wants to see, how many lings, and how many drones he's got at his natural. It's all just very standard. It's pretty much the same build all 3 games, except for that 3 racks. I think they're also looking to go into Hellions.
Yeah, I mean the 3 racks was the game that he lost to. Just shows that Terran is broken, I guess. They need to give the Brood Lord back its leash range.
Alright, calm down, Austin. Once again, Bly's going back for the sorry, he's sending his first 4 lings across the map, and I think Vindicta knows that he likes to do this a lot because he moved his Reaper all the way home.
Yeah, I think he's just like sick of it by now. Like it's happened like every game. Just like
I think he just knows he likes to. But let's see. So Bly hasn't seen the Hellions yet, so he's gonna hide these. I think he's gonna hide the lings until he sees. Like he's watching this Overlord right now. He's watching these Hellions to see if they move out, and then Vindicta, on the other hand, seems pretty content with just keeping them here because he feels like Bly is probably gonna do some, you know, like make 10 lings and send them across the map again. So he's kind of just chilling.
Yeah. Okay, so finally those move out. Is Bly
gonna and he has 2 Hellions at home and he's hiding them. And he just wants to scout with these 2 Hellions, I think, because I mean
he's gonna get a mule. Those things are not too bad. I mean,
I think a little annoying.
I think a mule for 4 lings, like, that's not bad.
It's alright. Vindicta has absolutely no idea what Bly is doing right now, so...
Yeah, that's definitely one of the issues, I think.
With keeping those Hellions at home, yeah. Because, I mean, usually you keep them in the front to see if there's any, like, roaches or lings kind of floating across the map. But, no, Bly's content with playing standard. He's droning up. He's getting a nice little spore at the main for the Liberator, so he can keep his queens between the natural and the third. Hopefully he defends a little better. Although he is going for a counterattack again, and I think Vindicta will have a wall in time. So I'm not sure if this is going to do anything, and this might backfire really bad on Bly again.
Yeah, and that's
really prepared.
Pretty big investment of lings this early on.
Yeah, no, he decides to send him back. I think he knows he might know he has a wall, but he's going to run him in. The Queen's going to block him in time. He has a grenade, but the Reaper was kind of far back.
And that Queen got kind of stuck there. So all these Hellions
the lings are gonna die though. He's gonna lose all these lings, and I think he only lost 2, maybe 1 Hellion for that.
Yeah, and damn, that Liberator got 9 drones at the third base there. So, like...
Really well done by Vindicta again.
The lighting effects on this map are, like, fucking up for me.
I'm playing low, so... I'm on low, so...
I'm on hybrid settings. It's just, like, every time I go to certain parts of the map, it's like a rave.
They're pretty much on the same workers right now, which is not good if you're playing against Terran. And Vindicta, he hasn't skipped a beat on his macro. His third's almost done. 4th and 5th racks coming up, and he's got his double upgrades going, and I think he's just got such a big lead now. And I think that Bly's going to really struggle with the stim timing.
Yeah, even so just dealing with this like 630 drop, I feel like is going to be really tough for Bly. He's going to have to spend a lot of lings on it.
So the question is whether or not Bly is going to go really greedy to try to make up for it, or just make a ton of units and hope that Vindicta kind of attacks into him. But Bly doesn't have his Baneling Nest. Just getting his lair now. So he's really going to rely on the lings he has, and I think he has like 2 queens. He has 6 queens. So. And Vindicta just playing it safe. He's focusing on his macro, just making sure he can get his third up, and just he knows that once he gets that third up, that he can pretty much just out macro Bly. Fourth base just went down a little late. There's a lot of lings out in the middle of the map, but I mean, it's just gonna pick up.
Yeah, only lost. I think he lost like 1 or 2 Marines there. That's fine.
I think he lost a single one. This position right here with the minerals is really annoying. Just gonna hold here and just keep trying to deny creep so that you can have a...
That's a nice little hiding place.
Strong, yeah. At this point I usually like to go for like a strong 2-2 timing. And just use the medevacs to clear creep and get map vision. This time Bly's a little behind his upgrades, but shouldn't matter too much. I think Vindicta is ready to move out with this army here. He's got 2 tanks moving out to the north.
Yeah, and this is something you see quite a lot, like this kind of like 1-1 tank timing. I think it's pretty strong overall.
So Bly's got nothing. He's probably going to lose his 4th base, and he's got a pretty good spot on this ridge over here. I think Bly needs to pull back and move his units in more defensive position.
Yeah, and this is a really good drop here from Vindicta. He's gonna get that, and he's gonna lose like barely anything for it.
So I think Bly just moved out a little too far onto creep, out of his kind of his main area. And now I think Vindicta is just happy with kind of posturing in the middle, clearing up the creep, and denying his bases. You see that he has reinforcements at his third to stop any potential run bys.
This might be just a bit too many lings for this.
I think he's good.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He's good, he's good. Marines are good. Marines are OP.
Yeah.
But again, this 4th base is going to go down. He's taking another one, but this I don't think is a good 4th base for Zerg to take, because you can siege up behind it. He's got no creep spread up there.
Yeah, this is definitely a map I feel like Zerg has a lot of trouble in the later stages. Just like the bases are so far spread out. And there are so many different directions.
So we have 4 mutas coming out right now. Maybe Bly can do something with those and keep Vindicta back, but I think Vindicta is playing very conservatively and knowing how to play his advantage quite well.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for him to get any damage done as well, because he has the Widowmine upgrade actually on the way, and a Thor as well.
I'm going to pause. Hopefully.
Must just be lagging or something. And both players just right back into it. No stops. Is that tank stuck back there behind these minerals in the top?
I think it is. I think he dropped it there and he's going to pick it up. Yeah.
There he goes.
You got to drop up there postured. I think he's expecting kind of the middle, bottom middle, like the, I don't even know, like this, the 12 o'clock base to be taken next. So he's going to try to look for that and deny it. Meanwhile, he's clearing creep at the bottom, doing a very good job.
These Marines and their medevacs are kind of not in sync here. These Marines are kind of trapped out.
Yeah, he was microing at the bottom, so.
Yeah, you will get most of them.
It's hard. It's a lot harder than people make it seem to be. Like, when Innovation micros his 2 double drops perfectly. But he's probably going to lose these. I mean, he's got. Oh, actually, no, he's only got 5 mutas, so he's only going to lose one of them. But I think upon seeing those mutas, I think Vindicta probably wants to move out because he knows that there's probably not much fighting force behind Bly's army, especially after the economic damage she's been taking.
I really like the switch into Widowmines here. I think this is so much better when you're going for like the like kind of like a drop style versus Zerg, especially when you're going Lingbane Hydra or Lingbane Muta. My bad.
Sorry, you can even got a Thor already.
Yeah. Some nice Widowmine hits here.
And just look at how Vindicta is does not want to deal with this counterattack style. Has 2 bunkers up. Very rare that you see both bunkers. Normally you just see one, but getting ready to push across at his 4th base. Bly does have a pretty good army. So I think Vindicta is just going to hold here and just try to clear up a little more of the creep spread and kind of deal with these pesky little run-bys that Bly's been doing, which honestly haven't been getting too much success. I think Vindicta is really prepared for them.
Yeah, and like even though he Bly's seen all the Widow Mines and bunkers set up, he's gonna send another attack in.
No.
Like this is just a disaster.
Yeah,
he's losing a lot of
definitely has enough units to hold this, I think. Even the mutas, he has enough turrets and a Thor at home, and I think he's just gonna lose his 4th base.
Yeah, this is still pretty tough though. I feel like it's going to be hard for Vindicta to really push on the creep to kind of punish
That's a lot of mutas. I actually didn't realize that Bly was able to get this many.
Yeah, he has +1 as well, so he's going full in on the Mutalisks. Really big mine hit though, and a lot of those Mutalisks is going to take them.
Vindicta is still he's pushing onto that 4th base. Maybe I guess it's his 5th base now.
Oh, really big Baneling connection is probably going to come in here shortly.
I don't think he has enough, and I think.
Yeah, it looks like Vindicta
he's going to lose a lot of work as is natural, but Vindicta should be able to clean this up with reinforcements eventually.
Yeah, those mutas are getting a lot of damage done though. And there's not a whole lot of. Oh, never mind. There's more red effects behind us.
He's camping the supplies is kind of an awkward situation.
A lot of Banelings rolling in here. Is it going to be enough to clean this up?
He's not going to be able to clean this up, but maybe the next wave might be able to clean it up. Really isn't able to produce anything right now. You might have to turn around, but
oh damn!
Yeah, I think he's gonna lose everything here, and I think Bly might have pulled this off. I think. Well, he still has a Thor actually, so maybe he can stabilize. But the main problem is just his production has been canned for so long. He's not been able to bank anything up.
Damn. These Marines do have +3, so they are gonna tear through these Mulas pretty quickly.
And actually, Bly wasn't able to kill off the +3 armor while it was still finishing. So he still does have that going for him. The Thor is back, and I think that's going to be able to drive the mutas away. But, Bly, he's managed to really bring things back. He's up by about 20 workers, and he still has this huge mutaflock.
Yeah, it's getting +2 air weapons on the way as well, so that'll work out pretty well once he has it. Especially, like, I feel like this muta style is something that can be well suited for Bly's playstyle. Just going for constant counterattacks and stuff.
And Bly behind this also managed to get a hive, but I don't think he's going to be getting... He's probably going to try to get his +3/+3 soon. He's still making units, trying to make sure he doesn't die after that. Mainly, I think his army is just a lot of mutas right now. He's got 9 banelings, 37 lings, and 18 mutas. So, I mean, with these 2 Thors, if he gets some good mine hits, Vindicta still can fight his army head on. It's just really a matter of how well Vindicta can and Bly like kind of do the whole muta dance in their main bases.
These turrets just a bit in position here.
So this is going to be really hard. I think Vindicta's going to have a really hard time moving out. And I think Bly is just happy with just macroing back at home. The worker's now 75-38.
Oh, these mine hits are going to be really big. Almost all the muta's going down. One more mine hit and those would have been toast, but...
He's got a Thor.
Oh! Almost all of them go down. Damn. How many mutas is he? So it's 27 this game. Damn.
Oh wow. Vindicta canceled his +3 armor. He never finished it.
No, it got canceled earlier. One of the eBays got killed, I believe.
Oh, okay. You rebuilt it?
Oh, or actually, he might have just canceled it. Or forgot it.
He just canceled it because I remember he damaged it and repaired it. But yeah, yeah, just like that. I think Vindicta back in the driving seat, as you could say.
Yeah, his
now Bly's getting ultras. So.
Work count is extremely low though, so like he really needs to end this game here, and like he doesn't have enough economy to deal with the ultras once they're out. So he's gonna need to get an amazing fight here. A lot of these.
If there's time to do it, it's right now though, because he is getting ultras, and that ultra cavern it's not cheap. So I think Bly realizes this. He's not gonna get any ultras. I think he's just gonna keep pumping lings out until he can defend his attack.
Let's see how this fight
really good mine hit. Oh, wasn't that great. Ended up.
Nice pickups on the Thors here. I don't think he has enough Marines to hold this back. And Manamul's going down. GG's called.
It's a great game from Bly, despite that really bad start.
I feel like that's like every really game from Bly. It's like
mutas really did work.
Yeah, especially just like knowing kind of like when he needs to go and dive in on a production.
Yeah,
that's gonna tie it up.
I think if he had a turret as natural, he probably would have been able to hold that a little easier. Yeah, it was a really close game. Shut up, DJ. Oh yeah, I keep talking over you by accident.
It's okay. We just haven't found our groove yet. Also, hi Yenfu. If he's still watching. Yeah, it's just a nice meme between me and the Waterloo people that they just call me Peter. I'm always unsure if Riddler actually thinks I'm like Siegfried. I like to think that he's memeing. I know Yenfu is.
You're a GM Protoss player in my heart.
That's offensive to me, Chris. I can't believe you'd say that.
I see the little graphics glitching out on you. Geysers.
Yeah, it's just like that map. I think it's
Night. This is a little smaller, so maybe not as good for all the counterattacks.
Yeah, I'll have to see how this pans out here.
Hope Bly's able to really defend his Hellion Liberator stuff in the beginning. He's always started pretty much every game game other than that 3x game behind. Just because of a Hellion run by. So curious to see if he can fix that up.
Yeah, but like, what happens if they play a game and it's even? What will Bly do then?
I don't know.
But anyways, spawning down here in the bottom right, tying our series up. It is Bly. And in the top left, we have in the red. It is Vindicta.
And he's proxy Duraxing. Like it.
Based.
Chad. But he's gonna float these barracks into the main.
that'd be amazing. Actually, what his next SCV is gonna build a command center and then an eBay, and he's gonna float one barracks, one command center, and do a planetary rush.
On a 4v4 goal.
Not yet.
But again, Bly always keeps this overlord at the natural, so that he sees when the bunker is coming up, so he can react instantly. And he also gets that earlier hatchery, so by the time that bunker goes down, the hatchery's already done.
Yeah, I'm interested why Vindicta did this. He's actually getting gas with this, so he's
so no, this is
not
just a
all in.
2x. This is a he's gonna expand behind this, pretty sure.
Do you get the factory before you expand with this?
Pretty sure you get the factory after.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've done a 2x. So I think he's only gonna build one bunker at most.
Yeah, and I guess he did show the the Fury X build earlier.
No, sorry. I think you do get the factory because you need it in case, because sometimes people just like cancel the hatchery and then like go for roaches.
Yeah.
So I think you do need the factory earlier. See how Bly goes. He immediately puts down a second gas on a roach warren to queens. I feel like he should be able to save this hatchery, but I'm not sure. Nah, it's close.
He's following this up with Reapers, actually, not getting the factory.
Oh, so he's all inning.
Interesting. I can't say I've ever seen, like, a 2x that followed up with Reapers. That's really weird.
I wonder how many Reapers he's going to make, though. He is building the factory now. I think Bly knows that he's also not expanding anytime soon. I think the next 400 probably is an expansion. Or maybe he wants all in.
Yeah.
I think he is all inning.
Oh. Reactor or Tech Labs? Is he gonna get Marauders with this?
I'm not sure where the Reapers are going though.
He scans for the overload.
That's actually kind of annoying. I'm not sure if that's worth it. The Reapers are gonna go home. He does see the roaches, and he's getting Marauders with concussive shells.
Yeah, I mean,
now he's expanding.
I guess like Marauders are good versus roaches, but I don't think those Marauders are gonna be able to actually help. Like, they're just going to be so far across the map. They're just going to get surrounded by something and die, I feel.
Yeah. So Vindicta's actually supply blocked right now. And he might be dead. There's a lot of roaches coming across the map. And he's not getting a... he's not going to have a Cyclone anytime soon. So he's really just going to be Marines and Hellions.
Yeah, this is really tough. This bunker is not really in an ideal spot either.
Yeah, these two factories are these two depots definitely going to go down. He's bringing the... He's rallying the Marauders back. I don't think he ever got Link Speed. No, he did not. So this will be really interesting. I'm not even sure if Bly is expecting this. It's kind of weird. Oh, that Marine. Oh, he lost the bunker. It's kind of uncharacteristic. He's also supply boxed. I guess CC's about to finish. There's two Marauders about to show up, so I'm really confused. I think Bly just sees him now, and he's also kind of confused.
Yeah, and I mean, like, Marauders aren't that good versus Ravagers. Like, they're not
bad. Get one Ravager. He's gonna lose. He got a Ravager and a Roach for that, so I think that's okay. But back at home, I mean,
he still has one Marauder hit squad left here, and he's building another one.
He's up in 10 workers, and he's still making Marauders. So I feel like he's just getting ready to commit. And
right, these Marauders coming in for the flank here.
They're a little late, but yeah, I don't really know what is going on.
What a weird fucking game.
Yes. Are these Ravagers even gonna... Oh yeah, they got it. But, I mean, why is just marching with Slowlings across the map? Link speed's still 20 seconds off from finishing, but I think that's just it.
Bly must have checked the help menu and noticed that Lings counter Marauders, so he's building some.
So he's gonna leave his Marauder trapped out because he had to instantly put up a wall after seeing how many Lings. He's still making Marauders.
Damn. What a weird game. Jesus Christ.
I don't know what's going on.
He's making stim in his proxy barracks. It's gonna get cancelled. And actually, it almost got finished. Like, it was like 3/4 of the way done. What he should have done is drop 2 mules to repair it as it finishes.
Oh yeah.
That would have been the Chad move.
But the weird thing now is Bly's just got a ton of Lings. He doesn't have a Baneling nest, so can't really go up there.
I mean, he can.
Still ahead.
Like,
still ahead, but I don't think he's gonna try. He's going 3 CC behind this, so I think Bly's realized this. He stopped making. Oh, he's still making roaches. So I'm not really sure what's going on. Now, I felt like he would have just stayed back and droned and just kept him contained on one base. Nope. Bly's making roaches and he's getting ready to attack.
Yeah.
And I think he knows that he will probably just crush this because he doesn't even know right now.
Yeah, if he hits like the wall open at all, there's so many lings that are gonna flood in there.
And even Vindictus sees this too, so
just has to pucker up. I feel like he needs to pull even more SCVs off the line here to repair. Yeah, there we go. Team's all here. These depots are all getting very low. Some of them actually might go down here.
What happens when you have Ravagers? Then he's just gonna run these lings in, and I think, I mean, unless his Hellion micro is just amazing.
Yeah, Bly's like hesitant to go in here.
He sent a medevac to make him look like Bly's not even reacting to it. He sent him. He boosted a medevac over, like an empty medevac, just to like bluff him to go home. But
he did have to actually pick up some marauders that were across the map.
Yeah.
GG.
That was it. I think weird game. Weird.
And Bly's gonna take this one. So yeah, Bly wins 3-2.
Congratulations to Bly. Very well played after those few games where you just lost 10+ drones to Hellions in the early game. Yeah, I don't know.
All right. So now I just have to do. There's like a raffle for all the.
Oh yeah.
Like for basically a participation raffle for anyone who played that didn't give a walkover. Just 1 sec. Just gotta make sure I got all the right names.
Just give it to me.
Yeah, you participated by casting, so. Okay. Okay. So on my screen we got, these are all the names of people who participated. And we're just going to pick a random name. That person's going to get $10. Not now. The winner is Skylar.
Congratulations, Skylar.
Oh.
You win a free vacation to Siegfried's house.
Yes, please come to my house. You can have my social security number as well if you show up. First 10 people to show up get my social security number.
First
10. Anyways, yeah, so Skylar wins the raffle. Bly, of course, wins the tournament. Thanks anyone to tuned in to watch. Thanks for casting with me, Chris.
Yeah, no problem.
Do you have any
fun series? Always fun to watch Bly. Well played by both players.
Alright, so that's going to be it for us tonight. Good night, everyone.